Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. I know. I was MIA last week, from making a new hoarding up video, but I had a premiere in Hollywood. I got invited to go down to see, and if you guys haven't seen that video yet, check it out, link in the description box. I got to hang out with Jake Busey, got to meet Gary Busey, his father, got to talk to Tom Arnold a little bit on video also, which was a really fun night. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, check it out, link down below. He even signed my Carpool DVD. But yeah, I think only a small handful of things hit Blu-ray and DVD today. Like I believe Suspiria, the remake, and what was it? What was the other one again? There's one other one, like the Nutcracker, I believe it is. I'm not really interested in that one either. But I'm gonna be heading on out there today, see if there's any cool deals. There's also gonna be some Blu-ray reviews at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. All right, everyone, at my first destination of the day, the local Goodwill. I haven't been in this Goodwill for a while, so let's get on in there and see if they have any new DVDs and Blu-rays. Well, I'm in here now, guys, taking a look and see what they have. It seems like they have like a lot of like loose kind of like discs of just like random things like Family Guy and like blank CDs and things. I see a couple of them spread throughout of here, but not really seeing a whole bunch. I've been in here for a few minutes now. I remember my dad owning this VHS set back in the day of Lonesome Dove, but just seeing if there's anything. Ooh, you can't go wrong with a purple dinosaur. Not really seeing anything that's like real big, stand outish. As of right now. There's a couple of seasons of Entourage, which was a show I just love. I have the complete series of now on Blu-ray, but I haven't been in this Goodwill for a while, and I was hoping to see, something a little like different, or like them restock some stuff, but it doesn't look like they really have in the last like few weeks. Now this was a really cool documentary. If you guys are into stand-up comedy, this is a documentary about different comedians that you see on the back here, like Roseanne and Louis Anderson and all these different people talking about how they get heckled sometimes, like messed with while they're on stage doing their stand-up comedy. Really good documentary right there. But guys, the only Blu-rays I see over here at this Goodwill today is Terminator Salvation and the 13th season of South Park, which is kind of cool to see in a store. I already have all these ones on Blu-ray already that are already available, but this is the only section they have for Blu-rays over here today. Alright guys, off to the next destination of the day, the local Best Buy. Let's get in there and see what new releases came out today. Alright everyone, I'm in Best Buy right now, and some of the new releases that came out today is of course the Nutcracker, which I have no interest in whatsoever. They even have like a steelbook version of it. I don't know what it is. Just something about this movie just like makes me go, I don't know if I want to watch this one, but hey, here's something that came out today that's been out of print for a while. Willow is finally being re-released again through Disney. This Blu-ray was like going for hella expensive. The original Blu-ray that first came out from back in the day, but now it is back on Blu-ray digital copy right here. Of course, that DVD version of it here. But if you guys have never seen this movie, man, it's a classic. It's a classic. It kind of scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. When I first watched it with some of the weird imagery and some of like the witch stuff that was going on in it, freaked me out. But I've come to love it over the years. But yeah, Willow is now back out. How long is it gonna be out for? I don't know. So you guys may want to get up on that, because when this was first released, it kind of got taken away real quick from what I remember. And Boy Erased, I believe, is this another one that was released today? I'm not sure, with Russell Crowe. Remember, I've been kind of out of it. I haven't done a hoarding up video in like a week now or so. And next week I may or may not do one either, because I've been invited to another premiere with Vivica A. Fox. Who knows if it's going to happen, but I may go. But of course, Suspiria was another one that came out today. I believe it's supposed to have a slipcover, but it doesn't look like this Best Buy has it. But I talked about this one a few weeks ago, and I didn't really care for this one that much. I don't know why. It just kind of really bored me. But another one that I believe came out today was the 11th season of Doctor Who here on Blu-ray, and another movie that I've never heard of in my life called Hunter Killer. And I believe even Best Buy has a steelbook of this one up in front. But Have any of you guys heard of this before? And guys, check this out, man. The Blu-ray of Heavyweights is only $5.99 over here at Best Buy right now. So if you guys have never gotten up onto this, you know, family classic right here, definitely check it out, man. It's one of my favorite childhood films of all time. It's even one of those movies that's in my, my top 10 films of all time. I know it's not like the best made movie on the planet, but like, this movie always holds a near and dear place in my heart. But guys, you know what's really cool, man, about this movie? Not just it being part of one of my top 10 favorite movies of all time that that I love watching, that that just comforts me when I watch it. But one of the stars of this film, I'm gonna be a part of a documentary that he's making, and he's gonna be coming over to my house in a few weeks to film like an interview slash something for the documentary, and it's gonna be pretty damn cool. And he's gonna be in my house and we're gonna be hanging out. It's kind of blowing my mind a little bit, but if you guys have never seen this movie, check out your local Best Buys. They're $5.99 right now for the Blu-ray. And wait a minute, guys, wait a minute. What is this? Another film that I loved growing up, watching. Is this a new edition? It says Office Space, the 20th anniversary. Is this like a new edition that I didn't know about? Or is this like a new cover, like a new cover art thing, just try to trick us nerds into buying the same old edition? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look into this, but I've always loved Office Space, man. This cover's not the greatest, but I believe you stole my stapler. But dude, guys, let me know down below, is this just a repackage of the old Blu-ray that came out? Because if not, if this is something new, I'm gonna have to get up on it. But I'm guessing for $7.99, it's just a repackage. But still, man, dude, this movie's sick. Well, guys, off to the next destination of the day, the local Big Lots. Let's head on in there, see if they have anything new, if they changed anything out, movie-wise and things. Well, guys, I've been in here just for a moment or two, and I'm kind of glad I came in here, because it looks like a lot of different stuff is, kind of came in here. Like, what? I don't even think I have this on Blu-ray, and I love me some Chow Yun Fat, man. But dude, there's like all sorts of stuff in here that I don't think some of which has been in here. Like I said, there are some stuff in here that I'm not sure if I've seen before, like Zombie Night. This is a John Gulager, I believe, movie. The guy that directed Feast and things that have like Ride Along. And I believe I saw Ride Along 2 just a moment or two ago, but I already own those ones. But it looks like they replenished some of their stock over here, which is always a good thing because that doesn't happen, very often. And look, you can even get the Lucy, that new, pop art series stuff in here. That's kind of cool. I think I have a steelbook of that at home. But like all sorts of different, like random stuff, like the new Karate Kid is up in there. Let me see, I think I saw something a little different on this other side, if I wasn't mistaken. The Hills Have Eyes. This is the remake, of course, with that weird little like, paper like cover to make it look like it's a different cover, but it's really not. Like when you open this, the little piece of paper just comes right off. But this is the remake of The Hills Have Eyes, which I thought was okay. They got Kick-Ass 2 up in here. Kind of cool that they did replenish a little bit. At the last stop of the day, the local Walmart. Let's head on in and see if they have anything cool, new, or maybe exclusive. All right, guys, in Walmart right now, and looks like they only have like the Nutcracker out here, and they have the Grinch for pre-order right now, but I'm gonna have a review of that at the end of this video. Ballers season 4. I didn't even know the show was still going, to be honest. And of course I see the Hunter Killer up over here, and of course that Doctor Who that I talked about earlier today. And what the hell? Benchwarmers 2? They made a Benchwarmers 2 with Chris Klein and John Lovitz? Wait a minute. I didn't even know there was a part 2. That's cool. It could be bad, but John Lovitz is in it, so it could be a little bit funny. And of course a movie called Slice, which I talked about a few weeks ago. But and A Wife, I believe, was put out by Sony. And what the hell is this? The Yeti Adventures? I'll stay away from that one. Okay, guys, still walking around Walmart right now, debating on getting the Benchwarmers 2. I don't know if I should or not. I kind of want to wait to find out from you guys if it's good or bad before I jump up on this one. But there was also something I came across when I was in the movie section that tricked me for a second, those bastards. I thought they put out Bohemian Rhapsody early, but it's just a digital, you know, copy thing, and it comes with like a t-shirt or something. But like, I thought it was like the Blu-ray or DVD inside this thing, but sadly, it is not. Those damn people, they tricked me. They tricked me. But I can't wait to get this movie when it comes out, man. This was dope. I saw this one in theaters with Mikey, and I thought it was cool. Well, guys, getting out of Walmart right now. I didn't end up getting, you know, that Bohemian Rhapsody t-shirt thing or Benchwarmers 2, which I kind of sort of want to see. But at the same time, if the studios doesn't believe in it enough to make a Blu-ray of it, it must be bad. But at the same time, you know me and my bad movies. But the only thing I got over here today was a pair of new gym shoes. $9.99 or whatever, gym shoes. But guys, let's head on home now for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Alright everyone, I'm back home now. Time for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. I didn't end up really picking up anything out there today. I did get those, you know, pair of gym shoes because I'm trying to get back into the flow of, you know, hitting the gym at least, you know, a few times a week, because over the last year or so I've been kind of like MIA, you know, when it comes to that, due to like, you know, my work and YouTube and, you know, going to all these different events and things. But I'm trying to get back on track. Please keep your fingers crossed for a brother. But I do appreciate every single one of you guys that's out there watching. But please let me know about that Benchwarmers 2 if any of you guys get that one today, because I don't know if it's good or bad. Let me know, because if it's, even if it's weird and kind of cringy, but like good at the, you know those movies that are like so bad they're good movies, let me know. But I have a couple of Blu-rays here to talk to you guys about today, and one 4K. And the first two up right here I got from Arrow Video / MVD Home Entertainment. But this first one up right here I got the other day from Arrow Video US, and that is Kevin Costner in Waterworld, man. I usually keep the plastic on there and stuff like that. But this is the new 3-disc edition of the 1995 classic film that came out back in the day, starring Kevin Costner. Of course, this movie, you don't really need to know about what this movie is really about. It's pretty much Mad Max, you know, on water. You know what I mean? Like the polar ice caps have melted and pretty much the whole world is being engulfed by water. And it's just about this one guy played by Kevin Costner who's half man, half fish, because he has these gills. And, you know, people are just trying to find the little patches of dry land that may be out there. And of course, there's a bad guy played by Dennis Hopper that's out there running around trying to, you know, get people. I always thought this movie was cool. I remember it being panned and stuff by critics back in the day, and it was like one of like the biggest budgeted movies that supposedly flopped or something back then. But I always kind of liked it from the effects and just the whole landscape of the film. And to finally watch it on Blu-ray in the new 4K scan of the film that Arrow Video put out, looks fantastic, man. You get, like I said, you get 3 discs in this this set right here. You get the theatrical cut. You get like a TV version cut of the film on disc 2, and disc 3 is like the international cut, which is pretty much the complete director's cut with all, it's dope. It's dope, man. Like the theatrical cut is about 135 minutes, and the director's cut is 178 minutes. So you get a whole, a lot more stuff in here, and some of the storyline, of course, plot holes that happen in the theatrical cut, get filled out a little bit with the international cut or director's cut or whatever you guys want to call it on this bad boy. But in this nice little set right here, we get like new commission artwork on the box, of course. And we get like some other artwork that's on the Blu-ray case itself, which is interchangeable and stuff. But like I said, you get 3 discs. You get like 6 art cards, in this bad boy right here, and even a nice I believe 60-page booklet of like a write-up on the film and like different pictures and stuff from the film. I always like when they include like little books, and like I said, even a fold-out poster of the film, double-sided. One's a theatrical poster and one's like that new commission artwork that you see on the front of the box, which I think is amazing. But I want to get into the special features in here. You get all the original ones that you remember getting from back in the day on the old previous release. But on this new one, we get a new hour-long documentary making of the film with the cast, crew, and some of the stars talking about how it was you know, filming this film back in what 1993, 94. But I thought it was a really good in-depth documentary. It runs the second hour, maybe a tiny bit longer than that, but it was cool, a cool new addition to add to this as a special feature. I really did dig it here. But if you're a fan of Waterworld, this is the best it's ever looked on Blu-ray. Hopefully one day we get a 4K release of this film. But man, I'm just so happy. Thank you, Arrow, for sending this on over. Really, really great release right here. And another one I got, but this is from their MVD Rewind collection. It's one of those like movies that it's so bad, it's good. And like I remember back in the day when I was a kid watching this one for the first time, I was just like, dude, this is awesome! Because this is the time where movies like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter were coming out. I'm like, dude, Hollywood's making, you know, movies of video games that I'm actually playing right now. This is dope. Of course, Mortal Kombat being like the pinnacle, being like one of the better ones in my opinion, at least, you know, in the 90s and stuff. But then this one came out, and I remember liking it too, and that is Double Dragon for the first time here. It's not for the first time on Blu-ray, because I believe it's been released in, like overseas, but this is the first time I believe it's been here over here in the States. And of course, it stars, you know, Scott Wolf, well, Robert Patrick. You know, the bad guy from Terminator 2 as the bad guy in here. And we also get Alyssa Milano. Ooh, Alyssa Milano, baby! But, dude, Double Dragon, the movie, now out from the Rewind collection, with an hour-long documentary on the making of the film, with some of the cast and crew like Scott Wolf, talking about their experiences making this movie and how much fun they had, and just like some of the weird cringy moments, you know, that they witnessed while making this film. A whole lot of fun. Of course, we get the VHS home video trailer, different trailers of different cuts of the trailer that's on this Blu-ray right here. Just a really nice release for this film. But like I said, it's the first time in a long time that I popped this one in. You know what I mean? Like I had it on DVD or something for a long time, like a snapper case. But like, man, dude, this movie is still bad, so bad, but like in a good way. You know what I mean? Like I was watching it going, ugh. This is supposed to be like a martial art movie, like people kicking butt. There's like the martial art fight scenes are not even really a whole lot. It's not a whole lot of them, and then what you get is just like a little like random kick that like Alyssa Milano or like someone would do to somebody, and it was like that was it, you know. But it's still really bad, but in a good way. And I just dug rewatching this one after all these years. There's a lot of like really cool you know, actors in here that you would, or stuntmen that you would see in like movies like Big Trouble Little China, Die Hard, like all those different, you know, stuntmen are like working in this movie too. Like, you know, that one guy, I think his name's Al Leong. He's that guy from Die Hard that's like, you know, he's like one of the henchmen that grabs like a candy bar and eats it and stuff. He's in here as the henchman, you know, kicking, you know, trying to kick some butt. But like, man, if you guys love Double Dragon, the video game, this is kind of just like a random, you know, thrown together movie, because the producers and stuff were talking about the making of this and how they just kind of had to, or you know, I believe the owners of the video game had to, like, if they wanted to do it, they had to rush it out, or they were going to lose the rights to it or something. So like this is what we got, like a mishmash kind of thrown together kind of movie. But like I still love it. It's still near and dear to my heart. Just like I said, you know, Street Fighter is, and Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. I just love these things. But Mortal Kombat, I would say, is the best one of the bunch. But if you guys want to get it, it's out there now from the MVD Rewind collection. And the next two up I got right here are from a website called MovieZing.com. I have a link for it down below if you guys want to get these titles. All you have to do, click on that link and then type in the title, title of the movie that you're looking for, and it'll be there for you guys to buy. Because this is a site where if you buy something, they burn it and make it for you, and then they ship it out to you, burn on demand site. And this one right here is a film I'm glad they put out, because I'm a big fan of the director John Singleton, and he made movies like Baby Boy, Boys in the Hood and stuff. And this is one of those films that stars Ice Cube also, along with Anthony Rappaport and Michael Rappaport, sorry, and Lawrence Fishburne, and that is Higher Learning. This is one I was happy to find out that was on Blu-ray. And I know I always love movies like this, like Boys in the Hood and stuff like that. And it's pretty much about a group of first-year college students who are going to college, and it just shows like the different things that different people go through when they go to college, like the sexism, racism, and like there's like rape things that situations that go on here with some of the females at this school. There's even like a white supremacist group that's on campus, and there's all sorts of stuff that goes on in this film, because it follows a group of different people, different actors, and then all of a sudden it kind of all comes together. You have to watch the movie to see how it all unfolds. But if you've never seen it before, it's a really, really nicely put together film. I highly recommend it. All you really do is get a director's commentary on here as a special feature. But if you guys like movies like Boys in the Hood and like Straight Outta Compton, it's kind of in that same sort of vein. But it's just a very, very well done movie, but now on Blu-ray from Zyng.com. But I highly recommend it. And another one I got from Zyng.com. Really, really happy, because this show right here is something that me and my mom like watching together. And this is, I believe, season 24 of The Amazing Race. This one's it's called All Stars, where like different people and teams from previous seasons that lost, that didn't win the $1 million at the end of the race, get a chance to come back and try their luck again, and of course go to like 23 countries, and they have to like go through all these different tasks that they have to do in each episode. It's just a really fun show. I just always enjoy watching this, especially with my mom. Me and my mom talk about, hey, maybe if my mom's like, maybe if I was a little bit younger, I would like try out and we can like both go on there and do it. I'm like, Mom, yes, if you're a little bit younger, and maybe if I was a bit stronger, you know what I mean? Because when it comes to like lifting and pulling and all that sort of stuff, like climbing up rock faces, or like skydiving off of shit. Maybe I can skydive, but like lifting big things, I don't know if heavy things, I don't know if I can do that. But if you guys want to get any season of The Amazing Race, they have that on the Movie Zyng website right now. This is season 24, All Stars. So if you guys want to get it, check out that link in the description box of this video. Each set comes with 3 discs, where one's missing right now because my mom's watching it in her room right now. But yeah, definitely check it out. Good show. Always love it. And next up right here, I got from Paramount Home Entertainment, and I got a chance to watch this one last night. And I was kind of anticipating it, because I really did love the first one in this little trilogy now. And the second one was still cool, because I love John Goodman. It wasn't what I was expecting, from it when I watched the first film. But then this one came out called Cloverfield Paradox. This is, of course, the Blu-ray edition of the film. And this one goes in a completely different path than the other one did too. Like after watching this one, I still like the very first one more than any of this one, or even the 10 Cloverfield Lane that came out. But like, 'cause I just really like the advertisement, the way they kind of hyped up the very first Cloverfield movie. Like I remember like the advertisements, like the poster was just like the date of the film, and then like when the movie came out, I know it was like shaky cam and stuff, but like I always liked it. But this one takes it in a different path, and it follows these groups, this small group of people that are on a spaceship that are being sent up into space to try to like I believe like shoot a power source into something so they can have the unlimited power on Earth, because I believe in about like a couple months or a couple years, the planet Earth is going to be completely wiped of power, and like all sorts of stuff is going down on Earth. Like the food supply is going to be gone. All sorts of stuff is going to be going down, and it's all up to this the space team to go up there to see what happens. And they shoot this big laser beam into something, and then stuff goes all haywire. It kind of turns into like an alien movie in a way. This is, I believe, a Netflix original movie. Like it was aired on Netflix first, I believe. I could be wrong, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing. It's just one of those ones I wish. I don't know. I like the first one more. I wish all the Cloverfield movies sort of stayed in the same vein, but I understand why, creative wise they went in different directions. But it wasn't horrible. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. Let me know down below, what did you guys think about Cloverfield Paradox? Did you guys check it out yet? And what is your favorite one of the trilogy so far? And last but not least, I got from Universal Home Entertainment. I believe this one comes out in a week or two, and that is the 4K edition of Dr.seuss's The Grinch. This is, of course, the new retelling of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas story. I remember watching the original animated film back when I was a child. I don't think it was new then or anything. It was still old when I watched it. And then, of course, the Jim Carrey live action film, which I love Jim Carrey, but that film is not one I watch a lot at all. But, of course, it's just pretty much the same story, how the Grinch stole Christmas and how he's all grouchy and stuff. But the animation is actually pretty cool in here from Illumination. You know, the same kind of animation that you got from, like, you know, the, not Incredibles, but, what am I thinking? The Despicable Me kind of has that same kind of vibe to it and everything. But it didn't really impress me much. You know what I mean? Because I believe the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas was like a 30-minute story. And they tried to stretch it out to like an hour and a half or a little bit more than an hour and a half for this film. And it just, a lot of it felt unneeded, you know, in my opinion. But we do get 3 new bonus mini movies on this 4K disc right here on this Blu-ray disc. Because there's some special features that are only on the Blu-ray that are not on the 4K. And we got, of course, you know, making of special featurettes. And I believe Benedict Cumberbatch is the voice of the Grinch in this one right here. Like I said, I didn't hate it. I just thought it was just kind of like, you know, a middle-of-the-road animated film. I don't think it's going to be winning any big awards or anything anytime soon. But if you guys liked it, let me know down below if you guys liked it or disliked it in the comments down below. But that's all I have to show and talk to you guys about today for this Hoarding Up video. Hopefully I see you guys all next week for another one. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do it or not yet, because I got invited to this movie premiere that's going to happen at the Aria Theater next Tuesday, and Vivica A. Fox is going to be in attendance. That should be pretty damn cool. But if I do go to that, I'm going to see if I can make one. But if I do make a Hoarding Up video next week, it's probably going to go up later than normal. But guys, give this video a thumbs up. Show me some love and support in the comments. And I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you guys for all your, you know, all the time you guys spend, you know, watching me online. I really do appreciate it, because I'm having a blast making these videos. See you next time.